Morning everyone, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the second of two live streams today. Of course, self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems and challenges and obstacles in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the goals, heights, and ambitions that I've set for myself. And in this second live stream, we're going to cover what you see is what you get. Bottom right hand side right here, loose ends, Wendy's, eatery, tech, a little bit about the products that I've been trying to take some screenshots of and how that kind of interfered with what's up here. It says administration. That was the first live stream I held just about 5 to 10 minutes ago. You can check that out again on Twitch, YouTube, hashtag #AhnRhoH_RJoe. But of course, over there I mentioned that I was trying to catch up with somebody over on Discord, and I didn't manage to get that done yesterday. Out of the various goals that I did manage to complete, which I was happy with, of course, one of them was bound to fail. And that's because I actually realized I had a lot of scanning to do, and that has to do with the tech products over here that was scanning. So we're going to talk about that and how we're going to get to what needs to get done today. Especially we're just going to catch up. We're going to be able to catch up today because it's Christmas Eve. So that's going to be some food, some eatery, some tech, some administrative stuff, like I said, some photography. And then, of course, alarm. So a birthday, it has this HBD right there, so happy birthday. And one of my guardians is having their birthday, and yes, they're a Christmas. It's a Christmas father. So that's kind of again, I've mentioned already before that there have been domestic and household issues, like really severe ones, that have destroyed all the finances and health and relationships. Everything's absolutely chaos. But even still, I still want to say that it's still important to appreciate and be grateful. If you're in a first world country, listen, you got food, you got shelter, you got warmth. If your guardians can give you that, at least that much, whatever else they did, I still think it's my responsibility to take care of them. And even, especially on a birthday, I want to get something done right, at least. So that's kind of the stuff that I want to cover in this live stream. I think what I managed to miss out on was that last stream actually ended up too soon. I didn't finish all the content that I needed to. What I have done in the past 10 minutes, however, is in the previous live stream, which you see in the title here, it covers business inventory and logistics. So finally, last but not least, I finally managed to get all of the products sorted out. So now it's empty here, right? And I'm going to remove that Wendy's photograph right now for a second. But over here was filled with a bunch of stuff, and I've moved that all up here. So you can see in the closet region C, there's some large product. There's also that stuff over there. That was from C1, and it was in D1. Of course, that's all in that closet region. We have a small box, a large box, but also up here we have the products that you can't really see, honestly. You can see a little bit of an image of, but the contrast is not high enough. I mean, the contrast is too high, and the phone is auto-adjusting, which is fine because I don't really necessarily need to see all the stuff in there. So that's where all the health and research and nutritional products are now lying up there. I can now finally close this door and get that sorted out. Now, I did mention in the previous live stream, I forgot to cover, of course, there's some clothing at the back, but most importantly right here, I missed this, and I didn't get enough time. So I've opened the crate of decorations, and you can see it's just a whole bunch of stuff, right? It's very nice. We have, like I said, this is holiday stuff, gifts from volunteer organizations, so on and so forth, gifts that I make for fellow colleagues and staff. So there's a lot of stuff in here. It's just like if you were to go down the road, maybe several years down the road, and say that you're an elderly senior, right, at that point, and then I would become a dinosaur, and you ever have grandkids, and then you'll find that basically on the inside, in the attic, that very old kind of 1970s 80s kind of thing, to go up in the attic and you have your grandkids just kind of take a look at all your antiques and what you used to accomplish as a kid. This looks a lot like that, doesn't it? It looks like it has all this kind of interesting material. You can see there's these flowers right here and all that kind of stuff. We have some Chinese New Year stuff. We have this kind of mask right here, which I'll just pull up for a second. So that kind of a visage with the feather with the black rose, and the white rose as well down there. And then we have some awards here from my, again, volunteer of the year, for one of my organizations as a senior home, as well as this blue one right here for back in when COVID was not, completely consuming all the hospitals. I was also a volunteer at a hospital, and I still am. Honestly, it's just on hiatus. So I'm gonna put the gift bag somewhere back inside here, and that's basically what I was supposed to do on a previous live stream, but didn't get to do. That was just 5 minutes ago, I believe. And so this is all supposed to belong into the closet. Now I want to use that thumbnail for tomorrow's live stream, so it's a good chance I might just leave it here for now, but it's supposed to belong inside there. So this is C6, so C1 2 3 4 5 6 down there at the bottom. That's where it's supposed to belong, instead of D2 or 3. I think this is D1, D2. Yeah, so this is D3. That's the location. So at the very back, we also have some clothing over there that I should have covered. I didn't. It's not in the title, so I'll have to keep it here until tomorrow morning. That's all right. But basically, I mentioned yesterday's live stream that I will go to work and I try to show appreciation. I mean, I tried to remind myself, because we're human, we're fickle, we forget, and I'm certainly no exception to that. It's just every Christmas, like to put on some really tattered clothing that I used to wear. You can see all the scratch marks and all there were a whole bunch of internal issues with me at the time, and you can tell that's something that someone would wear on the street. Well, I mean, I wasn't too far off from that, honestly. And so it's just a way for me to remind myself every Christmas. It's like Thanksgiving 2.0. That's the way I would describe it. To be grateful for everything that I have today that I never had before. And to be free of all the pain and burdens. And of course, I'm not saying that there aren't severe challenges even to this day, but it's definitely only been uphill. So that's that. That's what I should have covered in the previous live stream that I maybe just will save for tomorrow morning as well. Since the title is not, the title of this video is really supposed to be something else. And so we're going to cover that. And what that is, well, the first thing I already spoke about at the very beginning was, of course, we have these tech products right here. I spent my time scanning the shit out of all of these things because the USB, the micro USB and the lightning USB obviously are gifts now at this point. I bought them thinking I could use them for my phone, but I couldn't because obviously it's not Android. And then we have the USB here as well as a micro SD, and I bought these things for shits and giggles because I thought, back in the day, 90s baby right now, it's just I'm used to floppy disks and stuff like that. I remember that kind of stuff, and now you have a 16 gigabyte USB for only $4. It's insane how fast technology advances. But long story short, I needed to scan these, and I did. I scanned at least half of them. I still have to continue scanning them after this live stream, and after that I can finally give them away, because then I have a digital copy of what it was my purchases. Now, so that's the tech portion of this live stream you see down there at the bottom. Of course, the thumbnail has a lot to do with what you call food. So Wendy's, yesterday I went to Wendy's, and of course inventory logistics. So this would be part of the item catalog sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project, focusing on inventory management. What comes in must come out. Think of shipping, receiving. So we have this bag right here, and I was late for work once again, extremely late. I arrived at like noon, and again, the business owners at my workplace are extremely just incredible people, very family oriented and very, very patient and trusting people. Now, I feel like I've honestly been running under patience, but it's kind of like they keep giving me the chance, and the HR manager keeps saying, you give too much of yourself away, give some time for your own goals. And that's something that I know I have an issue with. I tend to be too hard on myself, to the point that it's almost like it's borderline, it's self-esteem issues. I think that's what I would call it. I don't want to say it's inferiority complex, because that would be, I believe that would be more genetic and hereditary than it would be environmentally caused. And so with that being said, there's some stuff there going down at the workplace that honestly I wish I could have been there for them, for my staff, for my colleagues, who have really been like family to me. But I didn't manage to get that done. I was late, and so I obviously didn't even have lunch. I just ran out, and then I went back. I came back and I said, what am I going to eat? Because I have to eat the supplements. So I'm going to take some photographs. So obviously there's the packaging. This is garbage. This is all the stuff that needs to be thrown away. You can see that there's a 3X on the Windows count on the Wendy's in the title, and that stands for basically I bought a spicy chicken wrap, as well as it was really nice. I haven't been eating this kind of food in a while. It's just nice to just I don't know. Obviously, it was takeout because of the pandemic. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I took it back home. That's fine. Um, it's just I've been eating largely like you take a look at the back here. It's like trail mix. I've been eating a bagel. That was my dinner for most of the week. But instead this time I had chicken wrap. I had a junior bacon cheeseburger, and then I had also very unhealthy, by the way. So I'm going to show some photographs right here after this garbage. So you can see all the garbage in here. It's all trash, right? The packaging. And then we have the napkins, which I'm going to keep, obviously, and put them inside my work bag right here, just right in here. Okay, so just in there. But of course, we also had another value deal in there. So everything was cheap. I tend to be very frugal with my purchases, so it's like $2.29 after tax. It'll probably be like $2.80, something like that, for each of the items, for the spicy chicken wrap and the junior cheeseburger. So I'm going to show them right now, as well as the nachos, chili nachos, right? So I'm going to show the photograph. That's what you saw at the beginning. We had this here's that photograph. So we're going to go through a whole lot of food porn right now. And so you see that? Yeah, look at that. Making you jealous, aren't you? So we have like what's it? It's like 30 photographs here that I want to show. So obviously it's like diabetes in the goddamn box. I'm going to run through the ingredients that they had there. It was nice kidney beans, chili flavored, obviously nacho cheese, tortilla chips. Like, obviously though, it looks like fat in a box, and that's what cheese is. It's so much sodium, so much fat. It was really just a Friday. It felt like a Friday because of obviously Christmas, and obviously I'm not working today. So hold on, the photograph's freezing on me for a second there. Okay, we'll add some more photographs. So this one's obviously a much larger zoom out pic of all three items here. They're all still packaged away. This one's a little bit when they're opened. And of course, I don't actually need more of that. We'll just kind of try to run through as many of these photographs as we can. Okay, more zoom ins. So this is when I took a bite of it, and you can see, wow, look at that. So this is a very laid back stream, it seems like, but I still gotta keep tabs on the timer, so you can see the cheese, lettuce, whatever. That's that. We also have it when it's opened here, not opened. Here's the wrap, right? Here's the wrap. Just trying to run through all of them as much as I can. All three of them stacked together. The napkins, right? And here's the bag. Quality is our recipe. I like that motto for Wendy's. Okay, I do like that motto. Get rid of them there. 1, 2, 3. Down to the tabs. Again, more kind of large. These don't have high resolution. That's why there's so large photographs here, because typically I take photographs and the phone actually can't manage to capture them in all their glory. So yeah, I think that's it. There's a little bit more that I want to cover. There's probably like 10 more photographs. Oh my god, there's a lot of photographs here, and I don't think it's doesn't make much sense for me to run through all of these things. But I needless to say, you can tell that I had a really big and nice dinner yesterday, and probably not the most healthy thing. Again, just something that I wanted to run through. Now, of course, the last thing I wanted to cover has to do with the alarm. And so, like, wait, no, I covered that already. Oh, that's great. Is that it? Oh, I covered everything. Okay, we can just run through the photographs. I'm going to go through the take-home message, by the way, while I'm running through the more photographs and showing you more food porn. Take-home message, of course, is to take care of your health. Not like this. These photographs are a bad example of that, right? Don't do as I say. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Bad role model. Bad influence. Okay. Take care of your health. Take care of your finances. Take care of yourself, because only by becoming a strong, disciplined, responsible individual can you have something of value to contribute to the ones you love and care for. Make sure that, hope to see a better version of you as well as myself tomorrow morning. I'm out, okay? Hope to see a better version of you and myself tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao. Yeah.